Good morning, Roll Gang, and welcome in to another fabulous episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. I'm Processor Sky, your host, riding solo this morning. It's the day before 420, and we're about to get stupid. Tomorrow, we are going live at the High Five, and I think that it's one of the most legendary 420 plans that I could possibly have. We are going live at the High Five. Sorry about that. But anyways, today is Trivia Tuesday, and I thought that hopefully you and I could go through a quick trivia while we smoke up some ganja and, just get on into this Tuesday. It's 4/19, that's right. It's the day before 420, and just a special day to be alive. So thank you for everybody tuning in, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. You guys are all the shit. You know how it goes. Let's get on into this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake on 4/19. What's up, Roll Gangs? Super hyped to see everybody tapping in this morning. Good morning. Please let me know on all the comments. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. How you guys are doing this morning. Sharing is caring. So if you guys could just share the show on Facebook, it's the magic share. On Twitter, it's that magic retweet button. And yeah, we just basically like to go live here on weekday mornings, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and smoke up some ganja. You know how it is. You know how it be. We smoke up some of this. I got some apple fritters today. Looking fun. And yeah. So I appreciate everybody tapping in this morning. The High Five tomorrow is going to be an absolute shindig, y'all. So here on 420 in Las Vegas, me and the Processor Sky and all the spoons are going to be traveling around Vegas, going live, and, giving away some rolling spoons and getting super blazed and having a great time. So what is the High Five? So the High Five is 5 dispensaries that are carrying rolling spoons. So I am super hyped to announce all 5 on the live. So, alright, this is horrible. The first one, the Showgrow Custom 420 Rolling Spoon. It says it's 420 on there, right here. And it's always 420 at Showgrow. You gotta go get one of these limited edition spoons. They're awesome. Then we got the new Crispy Exhale Dispensary Spoon. This spoon is super special. X marks the spot. Great logo from a great company. Next up, right next to Pawn Stars, that's right, Chumlee and the gang, we got Canistars Dispensary. What a beautiful spoon. And then the closest one to the Strip, if you guys are on the Las Vegas Strip, we know 420 Sahara, where the name is also the address. Major happy 420 from 420 Sahara. And last but not least, our brand new Cultivate Spoon. Happy 420 from Cultivate and the gang, Chinatown's finest. Really excited to roll up. I'm going to be rolling up with my Showgrow spoon. They got unbelievable deals this 420. So tomorrow, for $100, for a $100 bill, you could walk out with 4 different flavors in full eighths, 4 different jars of eighths, and one of these custom rolling spoons, just for $100 bill. So, an absolute steal from Showgrow. But anyways, let's get on to this Trivia Tuesday content here on the Wake and Bake. We got our paper, We got our ground herbal essence here. Wow. Oh, it smells so much like myrcene. It's just so beautiful. We're going to scoop it up. See, like, I don't really know how else we do this other than maybe with our fingers. But I got hair all over my fingers, and the cannabis is so sticky that the hair will leave my fingers for the can. So excited about this. This episode is, in fact, brought to you by this handy-dandy multi-tool. I appreciate the helping hand from this spoon here this morning. It's going to help me roll a pearl. I'll show you the final product. See, if we want a straight joint, we have to use the straight edge to go and make sure all the different aspects of it are straight. You know what I'm saying? So we fold it up taco mode. And then you can go in and straighten out the joint some more with the straight edge. Just straighten it out nice and straight. And then boom, hit that straight tuck. Boom, hit that lick. And seal the deal, baby. Fuck yeah, roll gang. Use the poker end here to go on the inside of your joint. Give it a little bit of pressure. And then we have the patented joint locking mechanism. So you can fold your joint in a circle, like so, interlocking all of the herb within the paper. You can see it locks it up so nothing comes out. The other side's my filter side. We're just going to twist that baby a little bit. Just a touch, you know, make it nice and... That's a pearl. That is a rolling pearl, baby. Pearl gang for life. See how straight that thing is? It's going to burn nice and even too. Alright, let's smoke and get on into this trivia. Woo! Stupid stoked about this. Roll gang, thank you everybody for tapping in. Yeah, I'm wearing that gold reppin' Pittsburgh. Yeah, you know it. Appreciate Roz tapping in on the stream here. You know, up from central Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area. Not a Steelers fan, but definitely the Penguins. Definitely the Penguins and the Pirates. But I also like the Knights, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. So we're repping the gold today. Got the gold herb in the joint. Wow, and that baby is lit. Lit and hazy. Let's get crazy. Let's hop into this trivia. So everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, you guys are all capable of answering the questions on the live. Just hit the comments and we'll check out what you got. So, welcome on inside to this Trivia Tuesday episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. I'm your host, Processor Sky, and I have 3 fancy cannabis trivia questions for you guys right before we slide into 420. So without further ado, let's get on in. Question 1. What is the difference between short, fat, and Xmas tree-shaped nugs? I'll repeat that really quick. What's the difference between short, fat, berry-shaped nugs and the long, skinny Christmas tree nugs? Is it A, the coloration? Is it B, the longer nugs are healthier? Is it C, berry nugs indicate indicas? Or is it D, nothing? There's no difference at all. So I figured the way that we're gonna do this here is we gotta have a little bit of process elimination, kind of like back in the old days when we did tests in school. So I do not think that the coloration would be different on these nugs at all. I don't think the shape of the nugs could possibly affect the coloration. So I think we can eliminate option A from the grouping. I don't think it's the coloration. I also don't believe the shape of the nug has anything to do with the health of the nug. So I think even berry-shaped nugs, not just B, the answer is longer nugs, longer, skinnier nugs are healthier. But you can have a super healthy nug even if it's berry-sized and more circular. So I don't think B is the answer. C, how could nothing be the difference if they're different shapes? So I definitely know that D is not the answer. So C, berry-shaped nugs equals indica. And that is the correct answer. Shout out anybody that knew, anybody that knows. But berry-shaped, more circular nugs that are short and fat are more indica. And the long, skinny nugs are considered sativa. And they normally also contain different terpenes, like indexine, maybe some trace amounts of caryophyllene. But the sativa nugs normally come with limonene or terpinolene or one of the uplifting pinene, spicy terpenes that come with the uplifting sativa mode. So I am going to go final answer C. Short fat berry nugs are indica. And that is the correct answer. I'm smoking on more of a Christmas tree shaped nug. Not as berry shaped. You can see that I plucked off the stem. It was nice and skinny and long. I wanted to have more of a sativa in the morning to give me an uplifting vibe for the day, you know? On a wake and bake, it's really great to have a good sativa. So onward to question 2. What is not needed to grow marijuana? Repeat, what is not needed in order to grow marijuana? Is it A, light? Is it B, pots? Is it C, nutrients? Or is it D, soil? A, light, B, pots, C, nutrients, or D, soil. So kind of like the last one, let's go through these, just do the little process of elimination, see which ones we can roll out right away. Like, for example, you cannot grow cannabis in the dark. It needs light, and a lot of it. So it cannot be A. I mean, you need either some heavy sunlight from somewhere really powerful in the world, or you need a really strong light bulb, such as an HPS or a high output LED. So A cannot possibly be the answer. C, nutrients, so important for growing weed. If you grow it in something that doesn't contain nutrients, such as coffee grounds or cocoa, you're not going to get any. It's probably not even going to survive unless it's absolutely cream genetics. And even in that point, it's not going to be potent at all. They're not going to be able to dry. It needs nitrogen. It needs phosphorus. It needs potassium. It needs all of these separate nutrients in the soil and even in the air and through the water. In order to grow, cannabis does need nutrients, indeed. So, D, soil. So technically, we're between soil and pots. And I don't know I don't know which one could be less, but you don't theoretically need soil or pots. However, in order to grow outdoor, you need soil. In order to grow organic, you need soil. But whenever you grow hydroponically, that means you're not using soil as a medium and you're squirting the roots directly. However, whenever you're creating a clone, when you're first creating it, you need some sort of soil, whether it's replacement like perlite or peat moss. You need some sort of medium. So I think that, but you definitely don't need pots whenever you're growing in the ground outdoors. You can dig moats. I've seen people grow without pots, lots of places. I think B is the answer on this one. We're gonna see about it. And it is indeed pots. What a sketchy question here on the Wake and Bake, but you can grow weed without pots, 100%. You just need some healthy soil. Question 3, here on the Weekday Wake and Bake. What is the most potent part of a cannabis nug? What is the most potent part of a cannabis nug? Is it A, the leafy parts? Is it B, the stigmas? Is it C, the calyx? Or is it D, the stem? So, let's do this one. Why would we switch it up? Process of elimination style. I am super excited to figure out which one this is. But right after telling you that this episode is indeed brought to you by this insane useful cannabis tool that you can use to poke your herb while you're smoking. And also, you can place it like on a flat surface, like so. I mean, this isn't going to be flat because I'm going to tilt it a little, but... And then you can place a lit joint in it, like so. Lean it up against, there's this little indentation. You can lean it in there while it's burning and it won't point coaster. So make sure you hit up one of the High Five tomorrow. We got Exhale, Cultivate, we got Canistars, we got 420 Sahara, and Showgrow. Go to any of them. You can get a rolling spoon free with purchase. It will be your sidekick forever, y'all. I really appreciate the High Five. We'll be going live at all the High Five tomorrow, 420. It's going to be so much fun. But anyways, question 3 here on the Weekday Wake and Bake Trivia Tuesday. What is the most potent part of a cannabis nug? So it can't possibly be the stem. Like, we throw those away. The stem contains little to no THC. A, the leaf. The leaf does contain some THC, but it is definitely not the most potent part of it. You know, if you look at it closely, there are some crystals, but it's not like fully crystallized. So we're between B, the stigmas, or C, the calyxes. So stigmas are the little orange hairs that you see coming out of the calyxes. So the calyx is this little beautiful, like, teardrop-shaped green structure that's normally super crystallized. And out of it, normally, unless they've been plucked out, they'll have 2 stigmas coming out. And you can look really closely at your nug. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see this on camera, but every stigma comes with 2. Every calyx, the stigmas, they're not the crystally part. The calyx is. In fact, the calyx is the most potent part, the highest part THC of your nug. And make sure you're getting all of them. I mean, look out for them. Whenever you're breaking down the weed, look out for the little teardrop-shaped parts of your nug. Those are the creme de la creme. I mean, theoretically, if we could pick out all the stems and leaves and just have the calyxes, we'd have probably the most premier, luscious smoke in the game. But, I mean, that would take hours for like a gram. You'd have to sit there and pick out all this stuff, but I mean, the calyxes are the most potent part of the cannabis plant, and they're super pretty too. Always got some crazy colored stigmas coming out of them, and I personally love to smoke them, so yeah, anyways, this has been a great episode of Trivia Tuesday. Make sure you guys hit up the High Five. I'll be going live at the High Five, so if you're not actually going to all 5, you can hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, where we will be going live tomorrow. 420 is going to be sure to post the schedule today. But this episode is brought to you by Showgrow, specifically the only dispensary in Summerlin. This one is going to be lit on 420. $100 can get you 4 flavors. 4 flavors of herb. An eighth of each. And a Showgrow rolling spoon. So make sure you hit up Showgrow tomorrow. 420, baby. I will see you guys then. Maybe got a little post later on today, but other than that, you guys will not see me until it is our national holiday. So make sure you guys are living it up, Roll Gang. Make sure you're going hard because this shit is for you this year. This shit